You have SABC News reporter Tumelo Machogo joining us live from the Lebombo Border post with the latest update on the situation there. Tumelo, good afternoon to you. So how are things currently looking at the Lebombo Border post as we speak?
Well, the border is still closed for trucks to actually cross into Mozambique, and trucks that are also in the Mozambican side to cross back into South Africa. They just closed the border for the trucks, but the movement of cars and people is still open. People can still travel between the two countries, but only the trucks are being barred from going into Mozambique or coming into South Africa because of the fresh protests. We understand that the protest started at around 2 a.m. in the morning in the Mozambican side, and then people that have been traveling between the two countries have been telling us that there is a protest that is currently happening at kilometer 4. That's where the trucks are being processed by custom officials of the Mozambican side there. So there is a bit of protest that side, so that's why the trucks are not allowed to go in. You remember in the previous time when trucks go into Mozambique, they were looted during these protests, so they have barred trucks from traveling into that country. But let's speak to some of the truck drivers because they've been stuck here on the road for quite a while. We are on the end for Inkomati Port. Let's speak to Ndate Mosa. Ndate, just talk to us about how long have you been waiting here, and also when do you guys think that you guys are going to cross the border?
Airport ngakutshela manga since ngo-8 silana, but ukuthi siyowela sikhathini nini angeke ngikutshele, and ukuthi umuntu asinformayo ukuthi nyalo kwendeka lokhu phakathi eborder kwena sibona yonke into nje iyendeka nje, simile la ukuthi sophelela basadi
balitshelile bathi zoma isikhathi sengaki or balitshelile ukuthi border evalile manje for ama trucks.
No one lositshelile, solo sihleli lana silenzele nje ukuthi sihambe siyophuma lapha, mara akekho losinforma ukuthi manje sekuvuliwe, manje sekuvaliwe. Sesibona ngawo nje ama truck la muva la phambi kwethu ukuthi phambili kwendakalani asadi.
Lifuna kungena now because abantu bathi bangena, and then if lifuna kungena Mozambique, and akutla lesabi now because of these protests that are ongoing in that side.
Sinale problem nako lokungena lapha because phakathi asadi kwendakalani nasesiphakathi. Inkinga yethu ilapho. Siyafuna lokungena zolayisha, but phakathi ukuthi kwendakalani asadi ukuthi kwendakalani nasesiphakathi. Maybe siyo riska ngetimpilo tethu noma njani asadi. Sesiyobona ngawo nje ukuthi kwendakalani.
Okay, thank you so much. That is one of the truck drivers saying that, you know, they have been waiting here since 8 o'clock in the morning. They have not been able to cross, and no one is coming to them and telling them what is the situation like. Saying that they're also scared to travel to Mozambique, especially now that the protest has been ongoing, because they're saying that for their safety reasons, they're also scared to go there. Let's speak to one more truck driver. Ndate, when I talk to me about kuti lafuna kungena na halisabe kungena kuti likona kungena Mozambique, and also lehleli la strateni le athola amanzi, la athola ukudla, la athola le ema-toilet lisebenza kanjani?
Ngibonga Lithumsati. Hayi simile nje lapha, amanzi asiwatholi, sinenkinga yamanzi, sinenkinga yokudla, ene siyasaba kusaba, ene noma singena ngaseMozambique kunzima kona, asazi kokwenzakalana nasesingene ngalo ngoba abantu bakhona vele banodlame kakhulu, bayalo manje lithemba ukuthi singabuya siphila, amathuba lokho mancane kakhulu, simo sibi kakhulu kulamalanga lawo.
And then Ndate, manje lena isikhathi singaki limile la, and then la cabanga ukuthi bazovula anytime soon, or cabanga ukuthi lizolala, and also at night, what happens at night malihlele la?
Kusho ukuthi lapha ngifike ngo-9 o'clock ekseni la until manje, and sihleli lapha kungenzeka silale vele, amathuba okulala ngaba maningi ngoba iborder gcine abanye abakhulumile bathi kuvaliwe, nabasho abantu abadlula bathi kuvaliwe border, manje amathemba ukuthi kungavuleka amancane kakhulu.
And ebusuku kunamaphoyisa apatrolang, la bona amaphoyisa if amaphoyisa khona ebusuku, and la saba na okanjani?
Amaphoyisa abakhona patrolayo la, kodwa la abafana abagangayo bayawabheka uma hamba shona le basala bamoshe emva kwawo. Abakhona wona patrolayo nje, kodwa igebengu zihlasela kunjalo lapha amaphoyisa khona.
All right, thank you so much for speaking to us. Another truck driver actually saying that, you know, they are also scared to travel to Mozambique, especially now that the protests have been ongoing, saying that, you know, it's quite dangerous to actually cross into Mozambique, but because of unemployment, they have to do this job and they have to travel between the two countries, saying that also they are scared that, you know, the border might not open for them tonight, and also they will be forced to sleep here on the road, saying that, you know, criminals sometimes they do attack them, they take the batteries of their trucks. Sometimes they take diesels from their trucks. So these are some of the concerns that these truck drivers have, because remember that these truck drivers some of them have been stuck here for days, and also last week truck drivers were stuck here for days. And actually one of the truck drivers we spoke to earlier on telling me that last week was stuck on the traffic here again, and now today again stuck in the traffic here. So you can imagine, again, businesses are losing a lot of money, especially trucking companies that actually transport goods between the two countries. So you can imagine this is going to have a huge impact on the economy.
Absolutely, Tumelo. And are systems back on track at this stage? And have you managed to speak to any representative from the BMA as to how they actually plan to deal with similar incidents in the future, should they happen, or if these demonstrations actually cause a total collapse of the border as citizens try to jump into South Africa?
Well, the BMA is saying that, they don't want to risk, especially when they know there's a protest that is ongoing on the other side. They don't want to risk saying that the truck drivers must go or travel into Mozambique. So that's why they don't want to allow these trucks to actually again travel into Mozambique, because of what has happened at 2 a.m. this morning and what is currently happening inside Mozambique, where, in the morning they used 4 trucks actually to stop the road, to actually block the road, where a stop and go situation has to be take place there to allow people to travel around. And also the people that we have been speaking to, some of them who have come to South Africa, they said that when they were traveling into South Africa, they actually have to use different routes because of the protesters that were already gathering there in Mozambique around the Kilometer 4 area, and also in those areas they have been protesting for a number of days. We remember that the opposition leader, Mr. Mondlane, said that they wanted this protest to actually start today and to continue until Friday. So we don't know if the protest there in Mozambique is going to continue, because you understand that last week it took 7 days for that protest, and it took 7 days for a lot of demonstrations that were happening in that country. So we don't know if this protest will actually continue until Friday. But at this stage, we understand that there is a bit of protest in Mozambique.